whoa, 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 back here. A bit late though. I tend to think it's still not too bad, a bit late, but not too bad. It have to be a lot worse. Plenty of driving in the morning actually. A lot of driving. If I got enough coal to that as well. And this is something what I say to everyone. Sometimes people, they don't fully understand what I mean. For me, this job is not too heavy. It's a nice job for me, it's a nice work. But surely, when it gets around times, like now after 12 o'clock, things tend to be a little bit hard. Just feel like the 50 kg bags, they weigh a lot more than what they actually do. Of course it's not. So there is still the same 50 kilograms, but it's just when the tiredness start coming, it's a little bit hard. And of course, as usual, I brought more coal than what I actually needed to do. Just to slow me down even more. That's part of the job anyway. A lot more than what I did and a lot more than what I thought. Here we go. Holy crap! I always need a cup of bags. I was aiming for a cup of bags. 5 bags go so far, you can still get more. Okay. So what's the point of view in life we need to consider? Consider what you're doing today, not tomorrow. Because life can be very tricky. And depends what kind of person you are. Some people they like challenge, some people they just like to be comfortable. Some people, they just want to stay the way they are. They don't want any challenge. They don't want any crazy business in life. They just want to carry on the simple way as possible. I cannot say that about myself. Yes, I like when things are a lot simple. But also I like to challenge what I can do. I like to challenge myself. Holy moly! Jeez, it feels like I'm lonely for another week. I was not supposed to have all of this bunch of the way here right now. I don't have... Because I'm not even going to panic, because today is one of those days when I'm absolutely fine. I don't want nothing to change my mood. I don't want nothing to break my day, you know, break through my spirit. Surely they have to win all of this. Go here now. Anyways, that's how. Can you see there's a bit more like that? Alright, let's get some more coal into the hopper. Oh, I'm going to go fun with me so we can talk a little bit more. It's going to be just a bit noisy, but okay. But anyway, it's a very wet day today. It's raining a bit, so I'm not even in rush to finish work at all. You know, probably gonna get soaked with the light showers, which will start very soon. I can see it's starting now, so just keep it going, easy and easy. Not big drama or anything like that. Take one step after another and move it on. And I hope that should be enough for 31 bag. Well, it is. You know, there's a couple of bags in there, which should be just enough for 30 bags, I would think. So yes guys, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. If you didn't leave your like yet, please do leave your like. Today is gonna be a very busy day. Well, every day is a bloody busy day. When you have to work every day is a busy day. Nothing gets easier. But depends on the point of view. It's better having a busy day at work doing what you like to do than having a quiet day at work and not enjoying your job. It really depends on the point of view. And I think because I actually enjoy my job, so for me, I don't mind if it's gonna be busy or not. I just want, you know, I just carry on with it. I don't see any bad up here. Yeah, well, let's put them that way. I don't like to wear soaked in water. Doesn't have a side of it sometimes. Part of that, part of that, everything else seems to work pretty much good. is not working so good at the moment is you guys not leaving a like, is you guys not subscribing, is you guys letting me be here alone, not even saying one single word in there, not leaving a message, not putting one face in there, nothing. This annoys me. This is the bad side of it. Here we go, yes. Raining, raining, raining. Purple rain, purple rain. And what's the battery? Yeah, it will be enough to finish this. You know, the battery is 15% of the battery, but should be just okay, I think. Yeah. Just double check on the battery for that lot. And the battery is 5.9. 9 bags in the front on white sacks. Maybe some on the other sides. I can put a little some bags in here, yeah. So some people they wonder why do I have some darker sacks and some of the white sacks. Some of these white sacks they are when people they don't have coal bunker or coal shed, coal house. So we leave those sacks stuck somewhere to make it easy for them. Purple rain, purple rain. So yes, by the end of this month, well, it's been 1 year now, yes, since I started moving this channel a little bit. Not doing much, but just doing my crazy stuff like I'm doing right now. Just when I'm at work, I'm just showing you guys what I do, making new friends over here, you know. And yeah, got just over 1,000 subscribers within 1 year. For me, it's a lot. Maybe for a lot of people here to say, well, only 1,000 people, or is that nothing? That's nothing. You cannot make your living out of it. No, that's never the idea of making my life by living out of the internet. If you can make some pounds in it, nobody will complain about making a little bit more money. But surely this is not the way I make my money. But whatever gets here will be enough to, you know, to buy a beer on the weekend, to buy some meat once a month. But anyway, so part of the project is already, which was to get 1,000 subscribers to try and monetize the channel. The second step was get 3,000 wash value hours to kind of monetize the channel in certain ways like it is now. So some people they can send like a donation, they can send £1, they can send 5, 10, 50. People can contribute with super chat, super thanks, you know, they can become members. I don't prepare anything for membership because there's nothing to add. But I might start doing something specific for members in future, like some proper training of martial arts, online training, when people they can access it if they become members of the channel. That's a plan for them. Yeah, but yes, if you come to and now, one thing which I believed that would be almost impossible. When I say almost, is because there's a chance out there for everyone all the time. I thought I would never ever reach the point when I would have 4,000 watt hours in this channel. And guess what, guys? It's 3,750, which means only another 250 watt hours. So, yeah, so that will be the first chapter, which I can just say I did it. I did monetize the channel, but the problem is not to monetize the channel. The problem is to get people to watch what you do. Get people to, you know, just share some experience there with you time to time, so you can, you know, talk, making a lot of friends like I did. Made a lot I didn't make a lot of friends because of this struggle. You know, we became really good friends all over the world. Of course, for the fact when you can speak, well, not now, because now AI can do a lot of things, but just for the fact that you can speak one different language, you can start showing what you can do in many different ways, different cultures. Like when you speak more than one language, it opens more doors for you. I'm not saying, wow, this guy is pretending he can speak more than one language, he just want to show off. No, actually no. It was the time when English was my third language. And my first language was Italian, Brazilian Portuguese, sorry. Second language was Italian. Third language was English. No, sorry. First, well, I don't count Portuguese. So, you know, after the first language I learned in England, it was Italian. Why? Because I was working in Italian restaurant with Italian people, hanging out with Italians all the time. So that was the first language I learned here. Second language was Spanish. Working with Argentinians and Spanish people, all sorts. And then, when I started working with English people, English became quite of a challenge for me to learn after 3 years living here. And I just realized, yeah, well, I'm not living in Italy or in any other country that speaks Spanish, so I need to learn English ASAP. So yeah, after 3 years living in the UK, I learned 3 languages. It was quite hard at the beginning. Now, Italian. I would think it's at least 15 years since I last spoke Italian with anyone. Like, in a full conversation. Time to time I meet a couple of friends here and then I try a little bit to keep with the language. Because it's been so long since I was last practicing the language, I don't remember it much. If I have Italians around me and they are speaking, yes, I still can get like 90% of the conversation, but don't ask me to answer that. Don't ask me to reply because I'm absolutely lost. I have no idea what to say. I struggle a lot. The Spanish was quite easier because I still have a lot of Spanish friends, Spanish students, so Spanish is still more present in my life. Although I don't speak very often, but I have more chance to meet those guys than the Italian friends. And then now I'm just on the process of improve my English, you know, trying to learn new words, sentence, different cultures. I try to keep it up. And that's why sometimes I come here, I have some lives in English or sometimes in Portuguese, in some Spanish. I also get there, or someone who speaks Spanish, I can say a few words, not much. It's hard to have a conversation here when only one person is talking. 1 second, guys. Another 9 bags there, which means I need another 4 bags. White bags on that side. Brilliant. But yes, if I invite you guys to come tonight at 8 p.m. British time, that's the time I'm going to be in my gym and I'm going to be teaching capoeira. Capoeira, the Brazilian martial arts, Afro-Brazilian art form, dance and fight, music, culture, self-defense. You name what you want to learn from capoeira. There's always something new to learn, regardless how long you've been training and practicing that. 9. 8. That's something you must know. And yes, this Saturday also, for those who live in England or who are in the North Yorkshire, I'll be leading a workshop of kashishi. Kashishi is a shaker you use for some instruments, a rattling noise. So we're gonna be making some, we're gonna be having some music class, and of course, we're gonna practice a little bit of the movement as well. Won't be too much though, because it's more related to what will be more into the music and the future, of course. And then, of course, later on we might just get together and we're gonna go for a few drinks. Which I could suggest to some of the friends. There's just a pub around the corner of the place where we're gonna have the event. But you know, a lot of people will have to drive far, drive to York. So no, probably we're just gonna go back home, drop the cars off, and then go out to town to celebrate a little bit. We'll just have some drinks and snacks somewhere, which should be nice. Hopefully, it will be nice. You know. I cannot deny I'm looking forward for a holiday. Yeah, I know some of my friends, they tend to take holidays once every 3 or 4 months. You know, going a week somewhere, 10 days somewhere else, maybe some other days for a bigger trip. This year, well, last year, holiday-wise, I went to Brazil only. I had a few breaks when I was going around. So this year, I decided to split holidays, going to Poland for a few days and save some more days to go to Brazil. So the idea is to go to Poland end of March. Maybe I'll just manage to go and spend Easter with my wife's family in Poland for a few days. Not for too long though, but maybe for a few days. You know, that should be okay. And then summertime, Brazil. Of course, when I say summertime in Europe, not summertime in Brazil. That will be winter in Brazil. Which some years can be reasonable, some years can be quite bad. You know, can be very cold or can be just okay. When I say can be very cold, I mean it because I'm from the south of Brazil, so the temperature can drop to -5, -4 degrees, as I can remember. Last year I was there. Someone's calling. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. You see, this is what kills my life sometimes. Sometimes I'm just trying to do some work, and people could simply call the office and ask in the office. No, some people, they decide to call on my private number. My fault for giving up my number to everyone, so sometimes I just get annoyed. But anyway, it's still part of the job. There's nothing one can do. Sometimes blocking the numbers will not help. It kills the life though. Look, it was over 10 people in there, and now, because the connection goes out, everybody disappears. So it's hard to get 5 people to watch my map here. And then when the time comes and then people start getting here, I have to stop because somebody's calling to ask for a call when they could call the office. Anyways. Oh boy. Oh yes, getting. Well, anyways, getting a bit late, so maybe I should not be talking too much right now. Anyway, I'm thinking maybe it's gonna take just over 2 hours with this load, so I should be okay to finish at 3:30. I started slightly late this morning than what I usually do, so yeah, still okay. So far, fine. Won't be enough. Yeah, it gets wetter and wetter now. It's gonna be all week like the weather like this anyway. But well, I don't know why I'm complaining. It's about 10 degrees out there, so at least it's not cold. It's wet but not cold. I won't lie to you guys, I prefer when it is cold. Colder than wet. That's always going to be my preference. But who am I to say I prefer this or that? At the end of the day, it's all the same. The job still needs to be done, and I don't know why it's okay. So many bags in a different place. I don't even get that. If it was me working here only, probably that would be a lot more organized, but unfortunately it's not only me and I can't change what people are doing. I just hate cleaning people's mess. Never mind when I'm doing a mess and I need to clean it up, or when somebody else is doing that mess and leaving that behind for me, it doesn't make sense. Really does. Because I don't get paid to sort other people's mess. Let me put this on that way. Okay. Do this. And of course I finished the load just before the battery on my phone would finish, so yeah, it's another extra little bonus. Yeah, let's just make sure make the loo first, and then there's gonna be 36 bags, 8 deliveries. This kills me a little bit as well. You know, sometimes you get a full load, 40 bags, 1 delivery. Sometimes you have like 100 bags, 1 delivery. Sometimes you have 36 bags, 8 deliveries. Or what sometimes is even worse, sometimes you have 35 bags, 12 deliveries. There, guys, that really kills the day. That really, you know, that's just, yeah. Anyway, 8 deliveries is not bad. It's just they are very far from each other. You know, we're talking about miles between one delivery to the next. I don't even know where I'm starting my first job. Let me double check it. Okay, let's charge the phone. And this cable is not working properly. Oh yeah, just start charging again. Nice. Wait a second. Right, let me just close the borders of the lorry, put the shit over it, and have a sip of water, and then off the road. Yeah, but yes, guys, remember, life can be very simple, but life can be very complicated. It depends how you see it. It depends what you do to change your life. You know, sometimes we just ask too much for things what we're not prepared to take. Sometimes you're trying to find problems which we're not ready or prepared to resolve those problems. So be really careful what you wish for, because sometimes dreams may come true faster than what you expect, and you won't be ready to deal with those situations. So it's very complicated sometimes. So think a lot what you want, and make sure you get it. What comes easier? Work and mainly patience to get what you want. And we always need to be prepared for the challenge of the life. Trust me, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy at all. But it's very rewarding when you work hard for something, and at the end you can make that dream come true. As I say, it sometimes takes a very long time and a lot of patience. Okay, a lot of patience. Because not everything is as easy as we want it to be. Sometimes you have to make a lot of sacrifice along the way. And when I say a lot, I mean it. It's not it's not easy, guys, but it's always rewarding when you can get to the end, when you meet your expectations, when you challenge yourself, and at the end of the day you can just say, yes, I did it by myself. I didn't need anyone to help me. I did it by myself. And you don't owe favors to absolutely no one. There's nothing better, no better feeling in life than that. Well, for me, of course, a lot of people might disagree with my points of view, but as I say, it's just my point of view. It does not matter if it's good, if it's bad, if people like it, if people does not like it. In the end of the day, if I'm happy doing what I'm doing, that's what it matters for me. Indeed. Brunswick Grove, where am I going with this now? I have no idea. This, okay, sat nav, of course, because I have no clue where is this address. Hey. I know. More or less. More or less. I'm still gonna put the sat nav, but more or less I know where I need to go. Brunswick Grove, York. Which should be 31. Yeah, the Grove's 31. Number. Yes, this one over here. Off go. Yeah. So remember, keep life simple. When I say keep life simple, I'm not telling you to give up about your dreams, about what you want, but just make sure, go easy. Go the easiest way. Sometimes it's going to take longer than what you want. Sometimes it's going to take a lot longer than what you expect. But at least when you get there, no one will take it away from you, because you know the way, you know the process, you know how to get there, you know what you need to do to get there. So it makes life much easier. Sometimes you cry, sometimes you laugh, sometimes you lose friendships. Not a true friend, you lose like mates along the way. Okay. Sometimes, yeah, you need to make choices which you won't make everybody happy. Some people will be happy with you, some people will simply not accept you have chosen different paths in your life, because a lot of people, they are there for you only to the moment when you can say yes, yes, yes all the time. On the day comes and you go to somebody, that will be the time when you're gonna lose the friend. And then is the time when you should actually ask yourself, was that person actually my real friend? Because the time when I said no, the person simply stopped talking to me. So yeah, it's all about you, what you see, what you feel, where you are, who are you with. Okay, make sure you are around those people who give some, who prioritize the friendship, and not only moments. To go out with someone just to have some drinks in a pub, I don't need a friend for it. I just need a mate. I just need a mate to go to the pub and have a cup of drinks and talk. Now, to have someone close to me, to have someone that I can trust, to have someone I can invite to my house to have a meal with me in my house, if he's not a friend, I won't do it.
Turn right.
I will not. But that's me. That's only my point of view. And who am I in the queue for the bread? Just somebody else. Right, guys, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for the likes. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much for everybody. If everyone has subscribed to the channel, I much appreciate it. We are now 1,250 subscribers, which is yay! And there is 3,750 watt hours in here, so it means another 250 watt hours I can finally monetize the channel, which it's going to be 17 years since I opened this channel. Never operated in it until last year, so it's going to be a celebration of 1 year of the activity in the channel, which, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed, you all, for being part of this project. So please, if you're still there and you did not leave your like, please do. That helps the YouTube to indicate the video to other people as well. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, but if you like the madness what's in here, please just leave your like, subscribe, share, and be annoyed, swear at me. You can do whatever, what the hell you feel like. Don't be bothered.